Hello class, this is a video tutorial on the relationship of rates, concavity, and graphs. So far, properties of graphs we've learned can be described using combinations of calculus notations. So for example, here we have the maximum and minimum turning points. We've seen this notated as the first derivative at the point equaling 0, and the same point, its second derivative, is less than 0. So this would make it concave down and stationary, hence maximum turning point. Now, of course, I could highlight all the individual bits of these properties, but you can pause and just take a quick look. We should be familiar with these so far. But now, I'd like for you to think of these points as, I guess, critical points found in calculus. But now there are also what's known as, well, I'd like to describe them as non-critical properties, or the rates of rates. You'll see why it's called that in a moment. Now, the following descriptors can be used for any other point that's not a critical point, as well as intervals, meaning portions on graphs. These describe the current rate of change at a given point, as well as the relative rate of change to nearby points. So it's the rate of rates. Just to demonstrate this before we move on to the general ideas of all of this, let's take a look at one specific example. So let's take the first derivative of this one, f prime of x. Gives us negative 2x plus 8. I'm now going to substitute the different values of 1, 2, and 3 into our first derivative. So 1 goes here, would be negative 2 plus 8, giving me 6. The next one, negative 2 times 2 plus 8, that's negative 4 plus 8, gives me 4. The next one, negative 2 times 3 plus 8 is negative 6 plus 8, which gives me 2. So what this will now look like in terms of tangents, it's saying that this tangent at this point, its gradient is 6. The next tangent at 2, its gradient is 4. And this tangent here, its gradient is going to be, let's move it there, whoops. Its gradient is going to be 2. Now notice that the rate of change for each of these is positive because they have positive gradients at those tangents. But the rate at which it is decreasing, well, the rate that these rates are changing is decreasing. So all tangents along this interval shown have positive gradients that are less steep than the previous point. As I said, these gradients are decreasing. Now, to really specify what I'm saying, remember that gradients are the rate of change, but the rate that the rate is decreasing is, well, decreasing. So in summary, the interval is increasing, meaning the first derivative is greater than 0, and the rate of change is decreasing. F double prime of x is less than 0. So these are positive gradients, but they are decreasing in rate. So other descriptors use the same concept for other intervals. There are 6 different descriptors here, and these all have to do whether the tangents drawn on the points are positive tangents or negative tangents. So obviously all of these are increasing because the tangents are positive, and these would be decreasing because the tangents drawn on these would be negative. Okay, but notice how each of them have a different descriptor for the rate of change. So this is the one that we've just seen. it is increasing at a decreasing rate. So the tangents are getting more flat, or getting closer to becoming flat. This one is increasing at an increasing rate because the tangents being drawn are getting steeper. And this one would be increasing at a constant rate. This is really just a linear function where the gradient is some constant k. And same logic for these ones. This is decreasing at a decreasing rate. So the gradients are negative, but they're decreasing in rate. So they're getting more flat. Likewise, this one, these are negative tangents, but they are getting more steep. And lastly, this is obviously just like a linear function with a negative gradient. So keep in mind these descriptors, these four especially. And so let's do some examples now. Here we go. So we'll just do these two. So first, the graphs of functions are shown with critical points labeled. Let's state the type of critical point at these labeled points. And part two, let's label or describe the domain where the graph is one of the 6 things that we've just seen. So increasing, increasing rate, increasing, decreasing rate, etc. Now, I put abbreviations here for our exercises purposes, just to make it easier for us. But obviously don't do this in any exams. This is just for the exercise. So here we go. So this first point, let's first take a look at k. X equals k. But we can visually see this is a minimum turning point. And we can see that f prime of x is 0 because it'll be a flat tangent. And since this point is on a position of the graph as concave up, we can say f double prime is greater than 0. Now let's think about the descriptors that we've just seen here. So let's take a close look. So to the left of this minimum turning point, let's look at the behavior of the graph as we read it from left to right. Well, any tangents we place here will be negative tangents, so it's decreasing. At a, now it's just a matter of, is this getting closer to 0 or is it becoming more flat, or is it going closer to infinity, meaning it's getting steeper? Well, in this case, we can visually see that this is getting closer to 0, so this is decreasing at a decreasing rate. And the domain that we can state that in, and obviously this one I'm just going to put decreasing rate. I'm going to write it like this. And let's write the domain that this is found in. Oops. Well, the domain that this is found in is from negative infinity up until k. So the domain for this is x is a member of negative infinity up to k, but not including k, because k is a minimum turning point. Let's now take a look at this other domain from the to the right of k. Well, if you just imagine the tangents being placed, these tangents are all positive tangents, so immediately they should be increasing at a. We just need to figure out now, are the tangents being placed here? If we place tangents, are they getting more and more steep or more and more flat? Well, in this case, we can see that they're getting steeper. So the rate is increasing. So it is increasing at an increasing rate. And the domain for this one, x is a member of go from k up until positive infinity. Now, I know I said I would do this other example here, but just looking at the time of the video, it's, I guess, long enough. So I'll see you in the next video where we tackle the next examples and trying to state, especially these types of descriptions to segments or sections of the graph. Hope to see you then, and best of luck.